guys? It's your boy, Yaron, and you're watching the Yaron Show, Knicks Take. So I know that I haven't been on the show for a really, really long time, but as you may know, I've had things going on in my personal life, and also that COVID is really, really, putting me into stress because I'm not working and I don't know how to make content by doing it with COVID, so it's just stressing me out. And it's not only me, but it's all of us, who are going through the same thing, because, we're all going through it at the same time. Some of us don't have jobs, some of us do have jobs. Jobs like restaurants are still opening. What else? Supermarkets, all of those places, like essential places that are open, they're still open, but we're all just struggling finding jobs for those of us who do not have, or getting back to work and not knowing when our start of the job starts. So it's really hard for all of us just to be used to this whole new world and just very just learn the new culture of COVID and how this is gonna be. You know what? I'm just gonna say it how Michael Scott says it from The Office. My head is in such pain and turmoil. That's it. But really, that's what we're going through. We're going through. Our heads are such in pain and turmoil. Because for some of us, we have jobs, but it's so hard for COVID because we gotta wear masks. And then, some of us, we don't even work. Like myself, I'm not even working right now. Half of the time I'm staying home and I'm just wandering around, and I'm like, I could even make this episode, and I'm it's just so hard because I'm like, I really don't, I don't know how to do it. I want to be more active. I want things to go back to normal, man. So it's to me, it's I don't really got a problem doing, this, because I love making these videos for you guys. But at the same time, I want everything to go back to normal, going back to work, going back on the train, all of those things. Because right now, if I go back to work and I do my usual routine, I gotta have hand sanitizer wherever I go, or a mask and this and that. And it's just not safe. And it's the where I'm working at, it's very limited of people. So just think about it. Even particular places, like a community center, where I used to work at, or different places like those, there's a very limited of people that are working there and that are working from home. So it's crazy, it's mind-blowing that all of us are in the same exact bubble of So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months. Of course, I've been doing my other show, Nothing But the Truth, but also that has been in the same exact situation as what this has been doing. So, but let's focus on the happiness part, which is the New York Knicks. As you may know, the off season has been a completely roller coaster ride. Like we all know, we got rid of David Fizdale, and I think around July or August, I think it was July. I'm probably going to comment down below of what month it was on, or probably I'll just put it right over here. Either if it was July or August, we hired Tom Thibodau and some new assistant coaches. Some of them are familiar faces, and some of them are new. So I'm going to go with the old and the new and the old. So we got Tom Thibodau. I was our new head coach. And then, of course, all of us know that Leon Rose is our new president. So that's obvious because that happened last, like, a couple of months before COVID went on. And then for the coaches, we've got Kenny from the University of Kentucky. I think his last name is Penny. Peny. Yeah, I think so. So I think it's Kenny Penny. Yeah, so he coached in the University of Kentucky with Kevin Knox and Julius Randle and all of those guys who were in that team in college. So, yeah, so we've got him. And then we've got Tom Thibodau's former head coaches from Chicago and also Chicago and Minnesota. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back. So we've got two of the head coaches that coached with Tom Thibodau in Chicago and also in Minnesota. And our last one, he was our former head coach of 2012-2013, which is very obvious because it's Mike Woodson, and he's back as an assistant. So I'm really happy about that. I knew it by the moment that it happened, because once Tom Thibodau was hired, I knew that his choice, I think it's the head coach's head choice to make his decision of choosing the assistants. So I particularly knew that he was going to find coaches like Mike Woodson, his two assistant coaches that he worked in the previous past, and all of those guys. I mean, really, it's just amazing to see all of these guys, all of these assistant head coaches that are, helping us I don't want to say rebuild, but you know what? Let's figure something out new. Building a new culture. I'm also going to share a link with you guys, a very interesting video that I saw a couple of days ago. It's not my video, but it's someone else's video, and he talks about the whole culture of how the Knicks were struggling, and then how he thinks that the Knicks should end up at the top. Well, not at the top, but just be that playoff contender team. So make sure to check that out in the description down below. So I'm gonna add that, and let's talk about the team. So the staff is tremendous. Tremendous. Wow, my English is gone today. But staff, tremendous. I've got to give this a thumbs up to Leon. I mean, I don't know where Scott Perry is, but if he's hiding, then he's probably like, you do all the work. So, good job, Scott Perry. Wherever you are, please do that, because I think you should probably just, do that than just working with Leon, because it's probably, like, in my opinion, since I'm a young guy, a young Knicks fan, the way that I think about it is that sometimes when you work with someone, it's like when you work with someone, then you kind of get back to your old routines, and things don't go the way they were, and it's just not right, and I want them to go the way they were back in the days that we were good, which was 2012, 2013. The days were also, where it was like the Mike D'Antoni era, but when I watched that particular video, the one that I just mentioned a couple of seconds ago, I was gonna say weeks or months, but a couple of seconds ago or minutes ago, this person is right. He really is. And, if you just check him out, he just talks about the team and how we went so good to going low and then to go a little bit back here. The only thing is that, he also talks about the trades and how Carmelo Anthony, and how we got Carmelo Anthony for a 2016 pick, and how we gave it to Denver, which I didn't really know until I saw that video, but make sure to just check it out because I don't want to keep on talking about it in this video. So, but really do check it out because you get a good perspective you get a really good perspective from a real Knicks fan who was sticking with this team since he was a kid, I'm assuming. I don't know. But he makes cool videos. Make sure to check him out. Of the Knicks. I haven't checked out his other videos, but this one particular video, I'll put it down in the comments. Also, I've got a feeling that our roster is gonna love this coaching staff. I just feel like we have it. We have that puzzle. And the reason why I say puzzle a lot is because a lot of the times when you're doing something, it's like figuring out a puzzle. And I really do like figuring out puzzle pieces because it's like you're doing little tactics on where things should go and what places. So, but yeah, I think players like Mitch, Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina, who else? Devin Smith Jr., all of these guys, RJ Barrett, you name it. Guess what? It's gonna, we're probably gonna be a good team, listen, I don't want to say that, oh my God, we're gonna be the best, we're gonna probably end up in the playoffs, we're gonna be I don't want to say that, because I know every single time that I watch one of my videos myself, I always say that, oh, we have the best coach, we have the best, we gotta calm down. Let's see what time looks like. And yes, right now we do have the best coach, cause he worked with the Bulls, he worked with the Minnesota Timberwolves, and now he's coming back to us. He was also the assistant. Tom Thibodau was also the assistant in 1999. I think 1994, from 1994 to 2000, 2002, somewhere like that. So this coach is perfect because he knows the culture. He he's been in Jeff Van Gundy's shoes. Not shoes, but he's been there before with Jeff Van Gundy's staff. So he knows the culture of New York. He knows when he goes to the press, then he knows the culture of the media just on you and being like, hey, how do you feel when this comes up? How do you feel? Because the New York media is crazy. We're the craziest media of all time. It's not like when you go to places like Indiana or Miami or all of these places, the only two places that you kind of find them is very little in Los Angeles. But when you come here to Brooklyn or New York, it's like the spotlight is on you. You are the spotlight, and you cannot take away that spotlight. So, first of all, I think that Leon Rose did a perfect job finding the best head coach, because part of his resume, he was here. Tom was here in the early 90s to the late 2000s, then went off to become, well, I think right after that, then he was also assistant coaches at some other, like a couple of teams, and then next thing you know, he was head coach at Chicago and Minnesota, and then now we get to this point. So there's nothing wrong with this coaching staff. Listen, I don't know what's gonna go on with the NBA draft and the free agency and the season, because we're all backed up right now. We really are. We don't know what day the draft is gonna be in. We don't know what day free agency is gonna be. We don't we all think that the season is gonna start December 1st, which I think I'm probably correct. I gotta do my research. So but right after I finish, this, I'll probably do my research and so but we're gonna work out in the bubble. And guys, as far as for what I'm looking at in the practices of our team, we're doing amazing. First of all, when I'm seeing these pictures, the ones that you guys are looking at right now, and of course you guys looked at them for probably like numerous of times, and you're still excited, but it's just so amazing to see these pictures that you guys are still looking at right now as I'm pulling them up again and again, because I'm so psyched too. Now, yes, I get it, it's like, oh my god, like, when is it gonna start? When are we gonna see some press conferences of which we did see Tom Thibodau talk about the team and how RJ Barrett is doing and all these guys, but we all want to see more. We all want to see scrimmages where remember those times where we used to have mic'd up in on MSG network, and we would listen to the coaches yelling at the players and all that, kind of like what Mike Woodson used to do on the Knicks Night Live show on MSG, back then. I'll probably pull up a picture right now, or a couple of seconds of the video. So kind of like that, I don't mind if we get that, because it's we all cannot wait. It's just something that we cannot hold. We want it to happen. It's I really want to hear Mike, not Mike, but also Mike Woodson. I want to hear Mike Woodson, Kenny, the two assistant coaches, Tom. I want to hear those guys just screaming and yelling. Oh, you hear? Because when I'm hearing those guys, I'm going back in time. Every single morning, I'm just pulling it up on my TV screen, just bringing back when Tom was coaching the Chicago Bulls, and he used to just sit down and mic'd up, and it was just hilarious. Even watching Mike Woodson, heck, coaching the team in 12 and 13, man, it's gonna be one hell of a ride. But yeah, that's really about it. We did get a couple of players from Brooklyn, and yeah, of course, I made a video of how Alonzo Trier got waived off. And also Allen got waived off. So those two guys got waived. But we did get a player from Brooklyn. Yeah, so we signed Theo Passion, Penson, from Brooklyn. He was a former player at Brooklyn. And then Jared Harper, who's a two-way player. And yeah, they're gonna be on the team, you know. Yeah, at least I had that video up on my channel just so I could refresh my memory. So, you know, but overall, that's pretty much about it. I mean, hopefully we'll, you know, find a couple of players, you know. We're also looking at some draft prospects. The players that I think is, of course, LeVar Ball, but we all know that that's not going to happen because we already have the 8th overall pick. So in my opinion, it's either going to be Dani Avdija, who's from Israel, Maccabi Fox Tel Aviv. He was a very good player in Israel this year. Give him some credit. I know that we don't really like European players and they're not point guards. But if we could give him a chance and probably stick him around that pick, that would be great. Even if it's a player like damn, it's hard not to remember some college players because of March Madness not happening, but all of these good players, you know, for myself I got to do some research and I'll probably make another video, but we gotta look for some players who are but anyways, that's pretty much about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of your own show, Knicks Take. I'm just really pumped up. Like, it doesn't look like I'm pumped up, but I'm just really pumped up. Like, you see me with my New York t-shirt on with the bright lights and all that, you know. It's just amazing, you know. Like, here, actually. Like, just look at that bright lights, the bridge, the taxi cab. I mean, really, who cannot be excited and wear a New York City t-shirt and be pumped up for his favorite team? I mean, really, like, I'm just pumped up. I really am. Like, my other favorite team, Maccabi, Tel Aviv is back, and I'm already watching them. But it's not the same as watching the Knicks. It's just not the same. Like, watching Maccabi play Tel Aviv, it's not the same. Because when you watch the Israeli teams, it's not as electrifying as what it is in the NBA. It's just not. Like, if there was actual fans in the stadium, perfect. But, like, the thing is that there's nothing that we could do about it. Again, it's like what I said in the beginning of the video. It's COVID that is breaking us and messing our minds. So there's nothing that we could do about it. It's a new culture that we're learning for COVID, and as we are locked in this bubble. But yeah, you know. Anyways, guys, it was good to see you guys back. I'll try to keep up making new videos, especially with the news videos of Nothing But the Truth. And yeah, you know, yeah. Anyways, guys, peace. What's up, guys? It's your boy Ro. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and and also make sure to check out some of my other videos. Anyways guys, peace.